You really stunk today, Al.
You know, Al is so typical of a man when he gets his age. In his head, he thinks he's still young. But look at him. 200 pounds of hairless, mindless, aging monkey meat.
And you know, that's just the part oozing between the buttons.
Oh, it's too bad some men don't know how to give up their sports gracefully instead of lingering on like big babies.
Yeah, doggone it, if we could only be comfortable with our age like you darn gals. You know, I mean, in the morning you go in the bathroom, a little blush, a little mascara, and voila. You got an old woman scared of rain. Then you try to clean and jerk your breasts into a bra. And ease some exercise pants over that front and back belly, and go down to the market and flirt with the bag boy. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's just pretty pathetic when we guys try to cling to our youth.
I was right in the middle of my speech when I looked down and saw the biggest, ugliest cockroach which ever spewed from the bowels of the earth crawling up my little leg. Well, I screamed like a lunch whistle and ran around the room, tearing off my dress, revealing my hey, hey, we're the monkeys panties to the entire room. It may not surprise you that boys can be extremely cruel at times like this. They spent the entire rest of the school year following me around saying, "Can Davy come out and play?" But one night I showed them. I showed them all. There was a class field trip to Mount Rushmore. I told them I was too sick to make it. The bus was barreling down a rain-slicked highway. It would have been hard to stop even if the bus had functioning brakes, but they never laughed at me or my panties ever again.
Now that we have a little backstory on Marcy Darcy, who plays the neighbor in Married with Children, we can see the beginning stages of her trauma. Throughout this video, we will follow Marcy's journey and interactions with men from the late 80s to the early 90s and see if there are any similarities in modern day women. Women of today claims that modern women are evolving while men are stuck being traditional. So I wanted to explore that statement a little further as we take a look at the women's mindset from the last century to today's modern woman. Women from the previous years to current have so much going on that I had to break this subject up into 3 parts that will show the perspective from 3 different women, with each character having their own video. Part 1 is Marcy Darcy, followed by Peggy Bundy, and ending the 3-part series with Kelly Bundy. Before we take a deep dive into this subject matter, keep this in mind. If you find any similarities within this 37-year gap, just think, some women have been this way since the beginning of time. This doesn't apply to all women.
Hey, look, man. Look, man. Only hit dogs holler.
So with that said, strong, independent ladies,
Let's rock.
Peggy, read this note from Steve. It was waiting on my pillow when I came home from work.
Dear Marcy.
Dear Marcy, my sweet patootie. The geek is leaving me.
Oh, he doesn't mean that. He loves you.
I guess you're right. He probably meant to say that when he wrote this. Frankly, I'm sick of you. You disgust me. I had a full head of hair when I met you. And I'm sure my nose grew during our marriage. He says he's going to Yosemite to be a park ranger. He's rejected materialism and all the evils brought about by the quest for money. Oh, and he's suing me for alimony. You know, Peggy, you're right. I can do better than Steve. I have my health.
Right.
I have my youth.
Right.
I've got my looks. Thank God I have you for a support group. Well, it's Steve's loss. If he can't handle a strong, intelligent woman, then tough noogies on him. Hey, here is, with a little luck, Kelly will turn out to be as strong and independent as the woman you see before you. I know what they're all thinking. Marcy has the smallest breasts in the room. Well, I'm happy about it. Happy, I tell you. They are perfectly symmetrical for my frame. And I'm happy about it. Happy, I tell you. Besides, I'm smart. I have a big brain. That's what men really want.
Milk Dud?
Tootsie Roll.
What do you think on feminism?
I don't support feminism
Why not?
because I think for a woman it's very important to be with a man. First of all, human is human, and second, I was born and raised in a country where women love men, and we respect them, and we want to make their life happier, easier, and we love that, you know, like we love this feeling to make our men happy.
Why do you think the women here are so brainwashed and they don't think like that anymore?
American ones?
Yeah.
I think because they're like too strong, and to be honest, I really think that American guys are kind of scared of them. I don't know why, because they're too much independent. Like, I can open a door, I can do this, and I'm like, okay, baby, you can, you know?
When a woman leads with her money and her career, they be so competitive, so far in their masculine energy, that they will die on that hill and be miserable for the rest of their life before they have to admit, I did this wrong. Imagine doing all that for a career, for someone to care, just for everyone to be like, then you want the richest, sexiest, finest, strongest men, and you're like, hey, come get with me. I'm pretty. I'm giving it up. I got money. Hey, let's be together. And the men are like, nah. And then they're marrying the woman with less than you and way happier.
Your degrees and your personal accomplishments are not what's going to keep or get a man. I hate to tell y'all this, but that is masculine energy. Leading with that, that's all you got to tell a man? No. And women hate to hear this, but it's the truth. Let me tell y'all something. There was this girl that I used to hang with, and she really, really liked this guy, and she would just do anything to get this guy's attention. But he liked another type of girl instead. This girl in particular worked in the club. Now, this girl that I knew, she had degrees and things like that. So the first thing she would say, I got degrees, all she do is work in a club, this and this and that. Like down in the other girl. And I used to have to tell her, that shit don't matter. He like her. Let me tell you about most of these men out here. They get on the internet, they get on these podcasts, and they tell y'all, oh yeah, we want a woman like this, we want a woman like that. They don't even like that. Those are not the women that they like. It's the opposite. I've seen men leave women who were well established for women who couldn't really do nothing for them, who had nothing going for themselves. So PSA ladies, don't be leading with your accomplishments. You need to lead in your feminine energy. And that's just by being soft and being a woman.
When these girls come in and they list, oh, I have a good job, I make money, I have my own place, none of those things matter to a man. Nope. That's like me worried about his shoe collection. They list masculine things that men don't care about.
I mean, it would be great. I would love for you to have something to empower yourself. That's not why I'm there, though. A successful man isn't trying to lock down some woman for status or for what she has or what she can bring to the table.
No, you need to be like loving, supportive, kind, feminine, like have empathy, all these things.
Feminine, let's start there.
Feminine's like the number one. You're supposed to be a woman, or else
Exactly.
you would go have a business partner. That's what his business partners are for.
You were like, oh, well, I would hope that a guy cares about my success and ambition. All of you at this table said that you want the guy to pay for the first date. Yep. I assume you also want that guy to continue providing throughout the relationship. Men don't care about your money and your ambition and your success, chiefly because you do not share your resources with men the same way that men share their resources with women. All of you said you want the guy to pay for the first date. So we don't receive a benefit. Men don't receive a tangible benefit by your success.
Men don't care about the fact that you make six figures. Do your husbands say, oh, Asher, because you make six figures, I love you?
No, he don't care about that.
I know where you guys at too. Is he caring about you making six figures? Does he care about your degrees? We don't.
What he does care about is that dinner. Okay.
Yes. But women.
Because men are simple.
We're simple.
They're simple. And that's the key to it.
Yeah.
What a lot of women don't pick up on is that here it is that the women, we got a whole long list of, I need this. But the men are like, give me some sex, give me some food, and respect me.
And the remote.
And let me watch my sports and then leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
So do you think I should just drop out of law school and get married and just get kids?
Do it.
I'm not. Here's the thing.
trying to say anything. No.
When it comes to, in your particular situation, what I am saying is that find a guy while you're in law school and be prepared. Like, hey, you want to get your degree? I have no problem with women that want to chase a degree and get educated, whatever it may be. That's fine. But that comes second to your man and your family. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with women having a backup plan, but you need to also be realistic and understand that your success isn't going to make you more attractive to the man that you want.
How you realize that men don't care about status and money?
After I got out of college.
After you got out of
And was
college?
telling people about my degree, and they was like, so what? Who gives a fuck? Man.
Would you say feminism lied to you? About what men find attractive? Because feminism tells women, make money, get a status, men are going to be attracted to
I
that.
would say that, and I would also say like how I was raised. I was raised by an independent, strong, tough
Queen.
black woman. So now that I'm in my
There you
30s, I'm learning to sit in my soft girl era, in my femininity, and it's tough to have those conversations with your mom. Like, you taught me to be like a strong, independent black woman, and nobody wants that.
Ooh, wow.
That's the reality of it. That's true.
Wow, yeah.
The more educated and financially stable a woman is, the least likely she is dateable to most men.
A lot of the times we attach, our experiences to our accolades. And I think in real life, a lot of the issue that some of us have as black women, and I can speak from a place of experience, isn't the fact that we're successful. It's the fact that sometimes our energy and our attitude with that success be Sorry, but it's the truth. A lot of the times it's, I don't need this, I don't need that, I'm an independent, I get my own. That's cool, baby, get your own. They love that in real life, but they still want to feel like, oh, daddy, I love you. Daddy, I need you. Daddy, I appreciate you. They still want to feel like that. So I think that sometimes we be so quick to say, they mad because I'm getting money. Mad because I got a degree. They not mad at that. They want that. They want a partner. They mad at the energy that comes with that sometimes.
I got an amen.
And I think a lot of the times we need to know the difference between independence and hyper-independence.
Yes.
Independence, you on your own. Hyper-independence is a trauma response.
Bingo.
All men want, and is repeated throughout history, is respect, loyalty, and trust. Come to think about it, what would the opposite of those three words be? Disrespect, betrayal, and lies. We'll touch more on that in the Peggy Bundy video. But yet, some women still continue to tell men what men want. Most men I know encourages their partner to go for theirs.
Being hyper-independent is hurting you more than you think. So to my ladies, when you heavily rely on yourself to do everything, you start to develop certain masculine characteristics that become very unattractive. And you may not even realize that you have inherited these characteristics because you think that being extremely independent is actually a good thing and actually protects you. When in reality, when you're being hyper-independent, you're not allowing yourself to be in your feminine. You end up becoming more dominant and end up attracting people that are more likely to depend on you, which just ends up adding more stress to your life.
All I'm saying is that if she is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself and she can cook and she is doing her own damn laundry and she is looking good and staying hydrated and being her very best self, she is one step away from having a literal nervous breakdown.
I'm Marcy. I hate men. But if you get me drunk, I'm yours.
I'll buy you when I'm done here.
Then we'll take you upstairs and use you. Then we'll throw you away and hurt your feelings like mine were hurt. Then I'll laugh. We'll see who the real park ranger is. Well, according to the book I've just read, keep him down, keep him down, keep him down, A Woman's Guide to Happiness.
I must break you.
This year we can really make a difference. This is the year of the woman. Trust me, Kelly.
As a feminist and a leader in the financial community, I promise you will not be window dressing.
Women are much better company for each other than men.
Men really do just get in the way, don't they? Just think if they were all dead. There'd be no more sports, no burping, no Howie Mandel. What a wonderful world it would be.
I'm a misandrist and I'm proud. Listen to me.
Are men trash?
Heterosexual men, absolutely, especially white men.
Weren't you just talking about equality?
Oh, absolutely. But we have to have that viewpoint because of how much we've been attacked just by that gender.
But you just said that all straight men are trash. Like, that's a pretty big generalization, don't you think?
It definitely is. It's not necessarily something I'm gonna saying via statistics. I'm saying via experience.
Would it be misogynistic if a man said all women are trash?
Yes. It's the same way as like reverse racism.
So in that case, isn't it kind of, misandry for a woman to say that all men are trash?
Oh, I wouldn't say so. I mean, yeah.
So are you a misandrist?
Close to, but I'm trying to come out of that.
Am I trash then?
Sure, yeah.
Speaking of hating men, I've recently feel like I've developed a fear of men. Like,
really?
Oh
wait, Ashton has actually. Ashton's not interested in anyone at all. And
I'm actually terrified.
I think that's like you're going through a really good phase right now. Ashton's just focused on herself.
Yeah, but like it's kind of bad. Like I hate like I'm scared of them. Like anytime someone talks to me,
well, because they all suck.
Well, like
besides
I think
Braxton.
Yeah, except for Braxton. But he's a girl.
Men are stupid and I don't respect them.
Notice that most feminists, like hardcore feminists, they're so angry. They're so bitter. They literally kind of look the same too. Like they have a certain look, and you can just tell that they hate men. It's just like it's hardcore. But have you noticed that they I haven't met a happy hardcore feminist. Like they can claim they're happy all they want, but they're very bitter women. Very, very bitter. Even the hardcore feminist men, just bitter.
I love being single. I'm at peace with myself, really. Oh, God. I wonder what it feels like to be in someone's arms again.
So I had a realization today. I've been divorced for 3.5 years, and I went through 1.5 years of counseling after my marriage broke up, and I've dated on and off in that 3.5 years. I don't have any kids, so it was a clean break in my divorce. I'm a church worker. I'm a strong Christian, and I try to live by Christian values when dating. I'm also a woman of the real world and understand, when dating, what it's like to date out in the real world. And it is so hard. It is so hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away, and who's not wanting to, change their morals because they are a single woman. A guy that I dated last month, I went out with him twice, and both times he was like, "You don't look like your photos. Your photos look like you were a lot thinner than what you were in person." Like, what? Are we doing this? Are we really doing that? I don't know why this is hard. I went out for the girlfriend tonight, and we were talking about okay, well, what is it that I need to work on? Because obviously there's something wrong with me because I'm not able to figure out how to be in a healthy, good relationship. And she was like, Emily, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't understand why you think it's you. Like, why you always have to change you. And I'm like, I'm the common denominator, right? Like, I'm the one who's not been able to date someone and be in a relationship. And she's like, what if it's not the right time? And I was like, well, why would God wait this long? I'm 38. It's not like this has been an easy journey for me of being pregnant. I had 3 miscarriages in my first marriage. My time clock is ticking. And that's really hard to accept because I'd like to fix something. I'm a fixer. If I can fix it. Do I need to lose some more weight? Do I need to be on a different dating app? Do I need to change something about me? And I hate that answer, that maybe it's not the right time, but maybe it's not the right time. That's really hard to kind of accept. It's really hard. And where are all the good men? Why aren't you looking for good women who are ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around? What are you doing? Where are you? The journey is hard.
I kind of feel sorry for her listening to her story because at least she is self-aware and she wants to get it right. I commend her for taking a deep look within. However, her friend giving the "it's not time yet" speech will have the two of you growing old alone together. I won't say cut your friend off, but I will create some distance while I'm going through this phase in life. Your friend is unintentionally trying to limit your search for self-improvement. Unfortunately, when you start to make changes in your life for personal growth, the rest of the world remains the same. That seems to be her struggle. This young lady will resurface later on in the video.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing from the car while I was saying goodnight to my date.
Oh, Al, a non-Bundy is a witness. They'll believe her.
But Peg, do you think a judge will believe that she had a date?
Six pack, 6 figure, 6 foot, that's all women want these days. Yeah, baby boy, that is what I want. And normally I would tell you to step aside if you don't fit any of those qualifications, but your 5'8" frame isn't blocking any of my 6 foot and above options.
I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
On. Oh, boys! Incoming. A successful man, a handsome man. Sure, he was married, but he was gonna leave her. He told me so. Well, who cares? You gotta see this guy's tattoo. It's a ship. You should see his sub. If you go and rescue her, you're only going to reinforce the traditional role of female subservience to men. And that's something I find personally odious.
Let's see some knee, babe.
Hey, I know what you're thinking. But let me set you straight. It was not our first date. And I would like the record to show that he bought me dinner first and he called me the next day. Who are you to judge me? You know what it's like out there in the dating world? Being smarter than the man, but being unable to show it. Where is the harm? Where is the harm?
All he cares about are those stupid strippers down at the Jiggly Room.
That's because they're anonymous objects. Men like mystery. They like fantasy. They like hiney shaking hussies with more plastic in them than a Coca-Cola bottling plant. Wives just can't compete.
Modern dating rules have made it very difficult for women. Most women want relationships. And nowadays, relationships are harder to come by. Why? Because men are able to sleep with women without needing to commit to them. Hookup culture. Because of social media, quality men have more access to more women. No, competition isn't just in your city. It's all over the world. And because of this, quality men are not willing to settle down. Women are finding themselves single, having to compete and show their worthiness in ways we've never had to do it. Now, women have to step up, or not, if they want to stay single, to find a quality man.
Steve, I am single. I'm looking for a successful man in his 50s who's driven, tall and handsome, great smile, great personality, knows how to dress, and knows how to treat a lady. Basically, Steve, I'm looking for you. Where can I find you, Steve?
Well, you can catch me in the afternoons 5 days a week.
Okay.
I'm on Family Feud 5 days a week. I've got a national radio show that comes on 6 to 10, 5 days a week. I'm in most Barnes and Noble stores 7 days a week. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me on Facebook.
Doesn't seem to matter the age, year, or century. Single women getting older still looking for the same thing that the younger women are looking for and refusing to settle. Although Steve gave a polite way of saying I'm good, he also gave us insight on the busy lifestyle of a high-valued man and why it would be extremely difficult to land one, especially if you don't run in that circle. If you take the advice of a friend saying you still have time, this is what that time will look like if you're only looking for Steve Harvey.
Who are y'all? Me? Oh, my name is Ho Phase. This is my boy Trust Issues. Hey, that's alcoholism. What's happening, coach? And that's Don't Care No Mo. What's poppin'?
Number one, I don't attribute meaning to people I don't know that well. That nice text, that great first date, that doesn't mean that they're the one. It just means it was a nice text or a good first date. Probably most importantly, and I should have led with this, I don't get my validation or confidence from men. But whether or not someone likes me really doesn't matter all that much. And I remind myself that you're not supposed to be for everybody. Not every person you go on a date with is meant to be your person. So it's okay if it feels like you've been on a string of 10 really bad dates with guys you don't connect with.
I have never felt like this about anybody in my entire life. Like, seriously, I could see myself marrying you, having kids with you, dying with you, resting my eternal soul with you in the grave. Like, you light up my world. Oh, okay. Well, do you want to date then? I just feel like we're really rushing into things. Slow down.
Did someone ghost your ass? Listen the fuck up because I'm about to change your entire fucking life. I've been ghosted so many times I practically turned into a ghost. Boo, bitch. Here's the deal. Stop triple texting them. Stop sending your friends screenshots of their last text. Stop fucking thinking about them. You know why? Because they don't fucking like you. And that's okay. Because why are we spending time obsessing about someone that isn't completely fucking obsessed with you? I mean, you're hot, smart, funny, talented, and you give incredible head. Quite frankly, if they can't see that,
I remain here solely for the purpose of...
then something is seriously wrong with them. Honestly, you probably only like them even more because they rejected you. I promise you're going to find your person. This person was getting in the way. The universe is literally doing you a favor and is like, bitch, hold my wine. I got someone better for you. So count your fucking blessings, bitch. Go out there and find someone who actually knows how to make you come. You're welcome.
Social media can be detrimental to some of you women. It's also the reason why dating is hard for you. We listening to what you put out there, then you have the audacity to say, I don't see what the problem is. I don't understand why I can't find a man. Leading with your physical talents will definitely get you a man, but that also might be the reason why you can't keep a man. The only way to fix the problem is to recognize there is a problem. Straight recklessness at its finest.
I wake up and I think again, really? I have to do this.
Oh, he ghosted me after we hooked up. Let me make one thing very, very clear, okay? There is nothing that you can or cannot do that will make a man like you or not like you. Aside from the usual, like being crazy and needy and stuff, right? But if sleeping with you changes a man's energy and he stops talking to you, stops texting you, stops calling you, so taking you on dates and all that stuff, like he never wanted that to begin with. If you give him the poom poom and he disappears, that's all he really wanted. Yes, of course, it hurts your ego. You think it's about you, but like it's really not. Chemistry and connection and feelings and relationships and all those things are something that we can't really scientifically explain, even though a lot of dating coaches try to make it seem like that. Like, don't get it fucked up. A man categorizes you within like 5 to 15 minutes of meeting you. Okay, if all he wanted to do was get between your legs and he got it, he's gone. And a lot of these guys will play the long game. So I don't know, personally, I would be happy because the trash took itself out.
Peggy,
some advice. Can we have some privacy? Well, I went to a banking seminar this weekend, and I guess the whole world knows no one parties like a banker. Anyway, all I know is I woke up this morning with a man in my bed. I don't even know who he is. Well, when I woke up, his head was buried in the pillow. But I do know one thing. Apparently, I married him. It's just that I can hardly believe I'm now Mrs. Darling? What's your last name?
Darcy.
Marcy Darcy? I'm now Marcy Darcy? What have I done?
After all this time, smart, independent, and educated Marcy finally lowered her standards and remarried. So now that your search for a husband is over, what are you going to do with that second chance? Is she the same person she says she is when dating?
Jefferson? You worthless cabana boy. I told you 6 times to wash the Mercedes, and it's still filthy. Just shut up and look pretty. Take me right now.
Honey, Mr. Bashful might be a little under the weather. What with the ex here and all.
Do it and do it now!
Let's go, Marcy. There's gold in them our hills. Let's get off our duffs.
Thank you, honey. Now would you bend over and give me a target? Kelly, I respect the fact that you really want to work. Unlike Deadwood over here.
Who wears the pants in the relationship? Oh. That's 100% Jolie. Wow. One stare and that shoe just changed. Samir's not even holding his shoe anymore.
I never wanted to be a husband. I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, there's not a man in this room that wants to be a husband. No man woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm tired of making my own decisions. I would like to be questioned all the time about everything I do. Why'd you park there? I don't know why you parked there. Why? Why would you park there? I don't know why. Oh, I can't take it, man. I lose it. Fine! Tell me where to park, boss. Tell me where you're gonna park this car, please. Oh my God, you're mad. You have anger problems. No, I have wife problems. Because I park this car all the time by myself. I never get mad. I'm pretty sure it's you.
Hurry up, turn the game on. Come on, turn the game on. It started 30 minutes ago.
Stop. No.
What do you mean, no?
Valentine's Day isn't like what? 2 days?
I don't care about Valentine's Day, bro. It's the Super Bowl, Tiara.
I need an outfit.
I wear the pants in the relationship. So turn the goddamn game on.
Dudes always be saying, you know, women nag too much. We talk too much. Well, listen. You think I like repeating myself over and over to a grown person? I will shut up when you start listening.
And with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. And until next time, peace, and I'm out.
Oh, I can't stand this another minute. Look, Peggy, Al has brainwashed you. You are not cheerful, tidy, and hardworking. You are rude, mean, and sloppy. You're a horrible wife, a worse mother, and proud of it.
I beg your pardon.
Peggy, and I say this with love. You're the laziest bitch in Chicago.
And you are a bitter woman, Marcy Darcy.